78%. That's the percentage of customers who will buy from the business that replies to them first. Not the cheapest, not the top reviewed, but the fastest. I know this because I scaled an e-commerce store to 1.4 million in sales, and the reply window was our biggest conversion leak. Not the ads, not the product, not the margins, the gap between the lead in and the reply sent back. Once we fixed that, everything else kind of came naturally. Today I'm going to show you exactly how to fix this with a simple two-step automation. Literally anybody can build and does not require a huge technical background. So all you need for this to work is you need a form, a webhook, and an email provider so you can send messages to and from. The first step, you're going to create this webhook node. Okay, so just hit the plus button, type in webhook, and then you'll get a test URL and a production URL. Copy this production URL, and then I like to use fill out for my forms. It's a free service. I think you have to upgrade if you get more than 100 responses a month. If you're a new business owner, obviously you probably don't have that volume of leads, so don't worry. Click the link below, set up a form. You can create some templated forms here. Just create form, hit template, choose a template, blah, blah, blah. I've created this demo form right here. Just a simple form like this. You want to have name, email, message, and whatever fields you need. It really doesn't matter. And then once you've done that, you're going to hit integrate. You're gonna click on webhook here, and then you'll see this screen. You're going to paste in fact, go to advanced. You're going to paste in that URL that we got from NAN. You're going to paste that there. You're going to set this to post. It will be set to get, so make sure you change that. And then you're just going to add a name for each of your fields on your form. In my case, I've got name, email, message. If you've got additional fields, obviously add those in. And then just select the fields from, select the corresponding fields from fill out. You can see I've already set them, but you can see it gives you the predefined fields. If you hit test right now, it's going to error. You need to publish your node in NAN so that production URL is set. You can use a test URL. I just don't want to get too technical. So the next step, you want to add your email provider. So just click the plus button there, hit Gmail or type Gmail, and then just go to send a message. Okay, and then so you just hit create new credential, and then you'll get these fields for Google. This is for Google specifically. You want to read the docs here, but you're going to need this URL. You're going to need a client ID. You're going to need a client secret, and then you're going to need to sign into your. Click on the docs here. Click on this video. Watch this video. I think it's like 4 minutes. This is going to walk you through how to connect your Google Mail and any other services that you might need with NAN. You only need to do this once, and then after that you can just select your credential. But watch this video. It's a little bit too technical for me to cover right now, so I'm just going to let you watch this video. Here we go. So this is what it's going to look like once you've sent data with that webhook. You're going to want to put in the to field, you're basically just going to carry over this field here, the email, into here. So every time your form's filled out and they fill out their email, this is going to be populated with their email address. So, and all you do is in NAN, you literally just drag that over, drop it in there. It's going to be gray because there's no data there. And then for subject, I just like to add this RE following up. Just, it gives it that human effect. And then for the email, of course, you're going to put in whatever you think's appropriate. So, hey, first name. Thanks for reaching out. Just wanted to confirm your message came through. I'm taking a look at the details now, and we'll follow up shortly with the next step. In the meantime, if there's anything specific you'd like me to know, just reply here. Talk soon, Jake. So that's just a simple, basic, human-like interaction to show that I've received your message. So just stand by. I'm going to reach out. And that's just, it's like a order confirmation, So it just gives them that, oh, okay, so someone's actually reached out, blah, blah, blah. You can add a wait node in between there if you really want to give it a bit more human effect, but realistically you need to hit this reply within 5 minutes, and I'll show you why 5 minutes is the key metric. There's this thing at the bottom that says sent automatically by NAN. You want to remove that because then it kind of defeats the purpose of it being a human-like interaction. Okay, so once you've done that, you'll have 2 nodes set. One thing on fill out that I miss, once you set all this, you should have an update button. Hit the update button. Additionally, there will be a publish button. Make sure you hit publish or this is not going to work. Once you've done that, go to share, open up your link, and then let's do a quick test. So let's just do Jake. I'm just going to do my email, and then I'm going to say I'm interested in your services. Whatever, we'll send it. Okay, now let's check my inbox. Boom, there you go. So that's just a simple email, simple automation that's going to save you hundreds of dollars, thousands of dollars potentially, depending on your business. And it's just an acknowledgement email, and it's that simple. Like, you don't need anything. Well, it depends on how many leads you manage, but of course you can make this a bit more complex and make it a bit nurturing. I just want to keep it so simple that, you know, that anyone can do this, because that's really the goal here. Point forward, every lead is going to get a reply automatically every single time, and that's the difference between a business that leaks leads and one that catches them. 3 things your instant reply needs to do. So it needs to fire immediately, 5 minutes or less. Speed is literally your product. Ideally, you want to fire within 1 minute. 2, it needs to sound human, and it needs to reference what they actually inquired about. In this case, we just did a generic one, but going forward, you'd want to add an AI element to it so it can respond directly to the inquiry. That just shows that it's not a generic autoresponder, and you know, someone's actually read and received their message and they're working on something in the background. It just gives them that reassurance that something's happening. Okay, and then 3, your instant reply isn't the close, it's the handoff, okay? It's keeping them warm until a real conversation happens. And that's literally the whole framework. Everything else is just execution. For what it's worth, what I showed you today is kind of the foundation of something I call the conversion engine. The full build will literally handle the reply, the follow-up sequence, lead qualification, the whole pipeline, and not just the first message. It's a lot more in-depth than what you just saw, but it eliminates like 70% of manual follow-up, especially when you get into the hundreds of leads. It becomes a game changer. So I'm going to leave a link below in the description so you can see what that system looks like. If you want to go deeper into this, I've built a free community where I share systems and automations like this I use to run lean automated businesses. Not free forever, there's no catch. Come have a look around. You'll get some of these automations that can, you know, be implemented in less than a few minutes, and they will save you potentially thousands of dollars. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.